you work in education and care about refugees, cultural diversity and inclusion? Do you want to make a difference for newly arrived students and enhance diversity in your school, but you don't know where to start? Here's a few tips based on our toolkit. Be sure to look out for page numbers on screen throughout. Before starting to plan, take a moment to analyse what's happening in your local situation. Try to better understand the challenges related to migration and education for you and the people around you. Because migration is often subject to misinformation and distortion, it's really important that you understand the issue well. Take the different words we use when we talk about migration. Do you know the difference in meanings between them? What are the most common words used in your country? Are they used in the correct way? Take a look at statistics and data on migration. Is that easy to get hold of? Are these facts played out in the media you see and how you hear people talking about migration? Migrants and refugees take their rights with them wherever they move. Do you know what these are regarding education and if they're recognised in your country? Find out about international law that protects the right to education and how you can hold your government accountable. Often, the right to education is guaranteed in principle, but in practice, it's not applied. Available research shows that the main barriers facing refugees and migrants in education are access to education. That could be hampered by migration policies and asylum procedures. Accessing pre- and post-compulsory education could be challenging. Newcomers might be segregated in parallel education programs. Newly arrived students could face significant differences in treatment across schools because of a lack of coordination. Education staff might not be adequately prepared or supported to manage diversity. Schools might not have the right professionals or resources to cater to the needs of newcomers, things like psychological support, linguistic and cultural mediation. And the qualifications of foreign-trained teachers are likely not recognised in host countries. Once you've completed these different steps, you're ready to take action in favour of migrants and refugees' inclusion. To go ahead strategically, you'll need to develop a well-informed and detailed action plan. Start by analysing your local policy context. How is refugee and migrant education organised, and what are the main issues with it? Often, data is incomplete. You might need to further investigate specific aspects and build your own evidence before defining your priorities. Consult key people involved and look for possible partners inside and outside the educational sphere, including migrants themselves. Now you're ready to set realistic objectives and prioritise actions that will help you achieve them. The EI toolkit includes many examples of initiatives that can be developed in relation to education. For example, you might decide to focus efforts on changing policy. Once you define what needs to change, so your objective, you can then identify who you need to influence and how you might be successful. Think about how to communicate. Your messages need to be clear and come through the right medium. Success always stems from a collective effort. It's important to raise awareness, to mobilise the community, and campaign together to make a difference. At the school level, you can do plenty of things to empower the community to become more inclusive. Professional development of staff is crucial to build supportive environments for newcomers. Through art, music, and other cultural activities, you may be able to emphasise the value of cultural diversity and challenge the hostile narrative towards migrants. You can find plenty of pedagogical resources online to use in the classroom and at the school. And who knows, you may be able to mobilise the entire school community and systematise these efforts to become a truly inclusive institution. That's going to benefit all students. Don't forget that even the longest journey starts with making the first single step. And if you need support along the way, consult the toolkit and join us.